sir.
Please come.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, Sanjeev. Take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Sanjeev, we see that you are already in the Indian Revenue Service. So why do you want to apply again to join the IS?
Sir, as there are diverse opportunities in the Indian Administrative Service and there is a public interaction which is there in this service, which is not in my current service as of like we interact with the public but at a very limited level, sir. That's why.
You want an interface with the public. That's your main motivation.
Yes, sir. I love interacting with the public. That's why it's a motivation for me. And when I started my preparation, I wanted to be an IAS officer. And that's also the second reason, sir.
So tell me, if you are lucky to join the civil services, the IAS this year, what are the few things that you would do on being appointed as the district magistrate of a district? Or what will your priorities be as the district magistrate of your district?
So there will be multiple priorities. Firstly, starting with the education sector, as I come from a background of rural areas and Bihar. So education sector will be the first priority. Secondly, sir, creating small scale industries to provide job opportunities, because we have seen a lot of migration from Bihar, which is a forced migration. And thirdly, sir, Bihar have a lot of tourism potential. So I would like to tap those tourism potential by creating certain basic amenities, infrastructure, and promoting the Bihar tourism.
So what kind of tourism potential does the state of Bihar have which has not been exploited so far?
So ecotourism and spiritual and religious tourism is the two areas where we need to focus much, because tourists are coming but not from outside. Mainly the tourists are coming from Bihar itself. So we need to promote at all India level so that we can tap. For example, Bihar is the land of Buddha and also the Jainism. It is the birthplace of two major religions, that is Jainism and Buddhism. It is also the birthplace of goddess Sita in Sitamarhi. So we are now constructing a temple in Sitamarhi, and also in East Champaran, my district, Abhirat Raman Mandir, that will be the world's largest Hindu temple. So I think in the near future, it's going to tap huge tourism potential in our state, sir.
Where did you do your schooling from? Which place? So you did your schooling from Gyan Jyoti and Kendriya Vidyalaya. Which place were you located in your schooling days?
So firstly, I completed my 10th, like I studied till 10th in my own district in East Champaran, which is known as in a place which is Ghora Sahan, that is where Gyan Jyoti is located. And then I came to Delhi for my 12th. I completed my 11th and 12th from Kendriya Vidyalaya in Kesapuram, which is located in Delhi, sir.
And then did your graduation from Delhi itself?
Yes, sir, from DU, Delhi University.
So you are on leave presently from the service, or have you joined the service?
So I am on UL, sir. I joined the foundation course, but then I took the leave, sir, after 3 months.
So you completed the foundation?
Yes, sir, because there was, from this year, there is a new parallel arrangement where we can do the special foundation course. Those who are giving mains, they will not go to the Basna, but they will do somewhere. So I did my foundation course from Delhi itself in Ghitorni near Chhatarpur from National Communication Academy Finance, sir.
So you went for trekking, and so which place did you go for trekking?
So I have gone to Uttarakhand Nelong Valley near China border. So we stayed there for some days. Then we visit Harsil Valley and Mukhwa, Dharali, where the incident came last year. So these all places were part of our itinerary.
Your floor, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sanjeev,
Yes, sir.
which romantic comedy novels you have read?
So I have read multiple rom-com novels, sir. Recently I read two novels which is near to my heart. Musafir Cafe is one by Musafir Cafe.
Acha, who wrote this?
Divya Prakash Dubey.
Okay.
And another one I read is October Junction, which is written by himself.
Have you read Comedy of Errors?
No, sir, I have to read.
You haven't read?
No, sir.
Acha, coming back to your name, have you seen any of the films made by your namesake, the great Sanjeev Kumar?
Yes, sir, I have watched few.
Which one?
Sole, Thakur,
Sholay.
and Angur.
Angur is made on
Double role.
Shakespeare's novel.
Yes, sir.
So, what are the high points of Angur?
Sir, it is in this movie there is a double role. One who is living in the city, another coming from another place. So they got exchange, and
Double
there is
role
some
twice. Boss and his
Yes, sir. Double
Twice,
double role.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Double role.
Yes, sir. So that was a funny because they got mismatched with her wife sometimes.
Exchange, yeah.
Exchanges, yes, sir. So that was a very funny and with humor. So that was a very nice movie. Another was Anamika, sir. I watched that. Anamika Jaya Bachchan.
Anamika is not a comedy film, but yes, Sanjeev Kumar is there, yeah.
Yes, sir.
You like that too also.
Yes, sir. Because of the storyline.
Chalo, coming to your subject, what are sin taxes? SIN, sin.
So sin taxes are imposed on goods which is harmful for the environment and the human health. For example, tobacco, aerated drinks, for example, cold drinks. So these are part of those sin tax, and 40% is imposed on the current GST 2.0 reform, sir.
Right. On those
Goods, sir.
luxury goods or
Yes, sir.
sin goods, you can say. And what are other slabs of GST after rationalization?
So there is two slabs now. One is 5% and 18%, sir.
These are slabs. Right. What do you know of Champaran Satyagraha of Mahatma Gandhi?
So it was the first satyagraha organized by Mahatma Gandhi in Champaran because of the issue of indigo plantation, that is Tinkatia system, where farmers has to grow 3 kattha out of 20 katthas of their land, which was forced to grow, and due to that there was a deterioration of the land. It becomes infertile after a few years. So that was the issue, and Rajkumar Shukla requested Mahatma Gandhi to come and solve the issue.
What was the impact of the Satyagraha movement?
So firstly, a committee was organized in which Gandhiji was the member, and thereafter all the indigo plantations was banned thereafter. So farmers got relieved from the indigo plantation. So it was a major impact, and it also gave Gandhiji a national image, and thereafter few more satyagraha organized by him.
Yeah, it is a fundamental movement to our freedom struggle,
Yes, sir.
starting in 1917. Can you name some countries which recognize Palestine in September last year?
Sorry, sir, I have to look into that, sir.
You don't know. But what are the issues involved? Can you tell us briefly between this fight between Israel and Palestine, Israel and Hamas, Israel and Gaza? What are the issues?
So core issues between Israel and Gaza is about the boundary disputes and land disputes, because there is issue about two-state solutions, but Israel is not recognizing that. So thereafter there is a movement which is going on there, and thereafter in 2023 attack happened. Attack was organized by the Hamas on Israel.
What date? What date of 2023?
So exactly, I don't remember if I
October 7.
7 October, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. What did they do? They attacked Israel.
Yeah, they
Hamas guys.
Yes, sir. They launched a lot of missiles on Israel. Thereafter, Israel retaliated back, and now the war is still going on between both.
Not missiles. They kidnapped so many.
Yes, sir, and
Hostages?
kidnapped all the hostages also.
So, on international relations, what do you think will be the outcome of, say, Russia-Ukraine fighting going on since so many years? What will happen? What do you think?
So, if the war will end with the conclusion of a 20-point peace deal, which was earlier 28-point peace deal, so there it will give an edge to Russia, because it will go closer to the
Again, what?
edge to Russia.
Aid.
Edge.
Edge.
It's like
Edge. Huh.
Edge.
Edge. Huh. Right. Edge. Huh.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Huh. Edge. Huh.
as to Russia, because they will got their motives, as Ukraine will not join NATO, the first point which was there. Secondly, they are trying to get the 20% of the Ukraine region, that is Donbas region, which is still under consideration.
Yeah.
So a power game will start after the ceasefire, which will happen in the near future. So that will put USA and Russia on the same front, because they are negotiating the deal, and Ukraine and other European powers on the back points.
Honestly speaking, is US is really an honest broker in the whole thing? What do you say personally? Are they acting like an honest broker?
So USA is also fulfilling its own national interest, because they want certain resources from Ukraine. That's why they are trying to have a negotiation, and they also want to have a good relation with Russia to tackle China, to contain China. So that is the motive of USA per se, sir.
And what is India's stand? What are we saying?
So India's stand is that there should be peaceful resolution on the negotiation table, that there should be dialogue and diplomacy to solve the issue as soon as possible, because it's impacting the whole global economy.
We have been saying what we always say: war is no solution of any such issues. What Russia claims or what Ukraine is saying. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So Sanjeev, recently we have seen many aspirants preparing for UPSC are preferring to opt for revenue custom indirect taxes and not direct tax. What do you think? What is the reason?
Sir, there are multiple reasons, but I think the prime reason is about the diversity of the custom service. In this service, we get work in the custom departments, then GST departments, and also in narcotics. So these three departments also provides an opportunity to work in a diverse sector, and also we have a foreign attachment during our service. So it provides a wholesome experience in customs. And another reason which have been cited by others is faceless assessment, that after the faceless assessment, now people are choosing the custom over the IT, sir.
So why with faceless assistance the people are choosing more custom and indirect taxes?
So faceless assessment is good as for the country, especially the revenue collections, because it has ended the biasness, corruptions, and also it has randomized the allocation of cases, because we don't know who are the SSE and who are the tax officer. So that will also provide an opportunity for the officer. But as I am saying that about the diversity, so that is now getting over age. So that's why people are choosing custom.
How do you think that Indian economy is performing right now? What is the current status and how it is performing?
So Indian economy is performing well. It is going through a Goldilocks period, because we have a very good high growth rate in the last quarter, 8.2%. Then our inflation is just around 1%, and
What is the unemployment rate?
3%, sir.
3%.
Yes, sir. So we are passing through a very good zone, but our FPI is not performing well, and our exchange rate is not performing well. So we have to work on that. But we are working on a well front, sir. If we are going to do some changes.
What is the issue with large scale FPI outflows in the recent time? What were the reasons behind that?
So there are many reasons. Firstly, the global uncertainty with respect to wars. Secondly, the tariff wars, because we are not able to sign a deal with the USA. Thirdly, sir, there is a high valuation of Indian stock markets. So these are the major reasons.
What is the ODOP of East Champaran?
Lychee, sir.
Lychee.
Yes, sir.
Is there the productivity and growth of makhana as well in East Champaran? Makhana has grown?
So makhana is grown in the Mithila region. East Champaran is not in the Mithila regions, but we also grow in some areas where the Bagmati river and the Budi Gandak river passes, because it requires a lot of water. So it is mostly grown in Madhubani, Darbhanga, and Sitamarhi, sir.
Why we have seen that so many outsiders have started making a business out of makhana, but people of Bihar who have the prime ecological factors responsible for the growth of makhana are not able to make a business out of it?
So I think the poor agricultural base in Bihar, because there is no processing point, no export point, we do not export much. As I read a report that Bihar produces more than 85% of makhana of country, but Bihar do not export. It's the Punjab which is the largest exporter, because the food processing industries are located in Punjab and not in Bihar. So we have to develop certain food processing industries, and makhana board is a way forward for that, sir.
Do you see any corollary between the case of Kerala and Bihar, in the sense that large migration stream was going out from Kerala to, let's say, Gulf countries, similarly bringing remittances back home? In the same fashion, large out migrations happening from Bihar to other states of India and sending back good remittances. Is there any similarity between the two phenomena?
So in both the states, people are going outside. One is going in, at the international level, but from Bihar, people are going for the migrant workers as a very lower rate. Monthly, they are earning 20,000 or 30,000, and they are hardly sending the money which is required for the as a remittances. But in the Kerala, people are sending a lot of monies. So that is the difference about the amount of monies which is being sent.
What is the percentage of workers going towards Gulf region from Bihar?
So I have to read about the data, sir. Sorry,
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sanjeev, what is romance?
So romance is defined as the relationship between human, two opposite genders, or now even the same genders. So it's a human emotion, sir.
And what is comedy?
So comedy is a humor which is a light-hearted moments and witty moments came from the misunderstandings and the real life issues, sir. It can be a satire.
Does comedy arise from mistake of other people? In comedy, do we laugh at mistakes of other people?
So there is two sides of this. We also laugh on the mistakes of others and laugh on the mistakes of ourselves itself. So it's part of the whole situation, sir. Like it can be situation-based comedy. when we laugh on the situations.
You like sketching Marvel characters. Marvel characters are very powerful characters and they seem to solve problems of society. But they solve problem from a position of power, sometimes also with force. But as a civil servant, you have to solve problem under constraint and more democratically. So, how do you understand power in this context? And how do you think you can carry forward the models that you see in the Marvel characters in governance?
So firstly, as you talk about power, so there is a line in Marvel itself that with great power comes great responsibility. So as we get power in the district administrations, we have to be responsible and accountable for whatever we are doing. We have to fulfill the interest of the government and fulfill the interest of the society itself. For example, implementing the welfare schemes. So in that context, we can use the power for the betterment of society, sir.
What is power?
So power is the ability to fulfill our own will with the help of coercion or force.
Coercion or force?
Yes.
Civil servant should be powerful?
So powerful in the sense that they can use their power to fulfill the interest of the society. I think that would be a legitimate power because society gives, we have to give back to the society in the sense we are getting the power.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Any other question?
No, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
संजीव पिछली बार कहाँ चूके?
Sir, in mains and interview too, sir. Like mains, I got essay in essay 90 marks.
90 मार्क्स
Yes, sir.
और कितने में? 250 में?
Yes, sir. In 250, 90 marks.
एंड इन इंटरव्यू
168,
168 on 300,
275.
275. That those are considered good marks,
Yes, sir. Above average.
above average.
Yeah.
168 तो कम है सर.
हाँ
168 तो कम है सर.
160 to 180 is the average.
175 प्लस आना चाहिए मेरे
Yes,
साथ ना.
Interview too.
इंटरव्यू एंड मेंस में चूके, वो ऐसे में चूके.
Essay में, yes, sir.
Sanjeev, what the committee noticed about you, you are articulate and very alert, and your demeanor is good. You are alert in your demeanor, which is a good hallmark of a civil servant. And you knew about your current job. You answered most of the questions with aplomb. उसमें about GST and income tax, you know, वो आंसर थोड़ा सा जारिंग है कि जो सरकार का रिफॉर्म है दैट टू फेसलेस असेसमेंट में इज पुलिंग द पीपल आउट ऑफ इनकम टैक्स टू GST. नहीं, don't give that answer. Modify it to tell that GST is a more challenging assignment now.
Okay.
Right? So whatever, you know, give a positive view. Everybody knows behind the scenes why people join, but you know, don't give those.
Okay, sir.
They will. It doesn't look or hear good. Okay. Of course, very good thing. GST assessment also should be similarly, you know, faceless, and that's a good. And the assessment should be randomly allocated to assessing officer. That's a very good step of the government. And that should not be a reason for people to shift away from the services. That's not a good sign.
Okay, sir.
The other thing is that you are a student of political science. अभी तुम्हारे पास 23 फरवरी है.
Yes.
तुम्हारे ऑप्शनल्स क्या थे?
PSIR, Political Science and IR.
एंड पॉलिटिकल साइंस एंड आया. उसमें थोड़ा सा ब्रश अप करो.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है, एटलीस्ट यू नो गो थ्रू द थियोरी अगेन. व्हाट इज़ पावर? और पावर में जो आपको वॉट एवर डेफिनेशन यू व्हाट अपील्स टू यू बेस्ट.
Okay, sir.
So power is essentially, as I understand, the ability to make others do what you want.
Okay, sir.
So go through the theory, see what the best definition is. You're likely to be asked this question, and also about international relations, right? And the tariff war now, and the multilateralism issue. ठीक है, ये भी you, because you are a student of political science and international relations, and you are, that's your theory subject also in graduation, and you have opted it as as an optional. So जो current burning topics है, especially in the month of February, ठीक है, because much changes are likely to occur in this month itself.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है, so the conflict zones in the world, and the future of multilateralism, ठीक है, जो highlights a future of multilateralism, conflict zones, and the third I would say, which is a burning topic, is the trade wars.
Yes.
आप इन तीनों चीज़ों को brush up करके and give a very suave and a polished answer on the three.
So by the time he appears for interview, budget would have come.
Budget would have come. So budget highlights,
Yes, sir.
especially on the taxation issues, right? And you may be asked about the effect of lowering of taxes on consumption, और जिसको तुमने Goldilocks economy कहा.
Yes, sir.
So one of the outcomes is the lowering of tax rates. So corporate tax rates तो COVID के बाद ही हो गए थे.
Yes, sir.
And personal income tax rates were lowered in the last budget. You will do well. You have got 168. So अगर थोड़ा सा performance with some good luck, you are able to score above 200. You will be into your dream IAS. एक और था. When I asked you about your motivation of joining the IAS, ये opening में तुरंत आएगा.
Okay.
इसकी preparation चाहिए. Your answer was correct, but probably not said very rightly.
Okay.
That you want an interface with the public. No, you want to affect the people's lives in a more direct manner.
Okay.
Right? So say it in a better manner.
Yeah.
Word it out. Listen to yourself before the camera. And yourself should be in a more passive sense rather than active sense ki I want this.
Okay.
Right? You should be a medium of change. So your impact on your area of influence would be direct. And seeing the changes in the people's life directly will bring you greater satisfaction.
Okay, sir.
Right? So it is not that in your present profession you won't make an impact in the people's lives. You will.
Okay.
But you will not be able to see in a direct manner. The way you can see by serving at the district level and then at the policy making level. Okay? So say it a little well and you should do well.
Thank you, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
I would add only one line that you say that I want to improve the lives of our people at the grassroots level, because you will start as a grassroots level.
Okay.
What you are doing now, I think there are policies, there is a budget, you are constrained, you have to within the four corners, whatever is the law you have to implement. But as a DM, perhaps you can
Yes, sir.
you can hold public hearings and help out the poor people of India who really need help. Policies are there, but the help should reach them. Na? That's the whole thing. You are you can be one of the agents of change.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Any
sir.
other Pranjan?
No, sir.
आपको फैजान?
Sanjeev, just one sentence. Did you figure out why did you get a lower essay in essay last time?
Yes, sir. I did. Like I improved also, but I don't know, sir.
I will just say, when you say something now, diversify it. Like I asked you what is romance, and you told me about a man and a woman. But romance could be with anything. I could
sir.
romance with an idea, a thought. And power, again, in a diversified manner. Reply.
Okay.
That's it. I think that may be the problem with your essay as well.
Okay, sir.
All right. All the best.
Best of luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.